All right, let's talk about the Consumer Report that said there are high amounts of lead in your protein powder. First, I'm going to explain why this isn't actually as bad as it looks. However, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be skeptical of the dietary supplements you buy. So let's get into it. So this report was conducted by the Clean Label Project, and the methodology they were using was through California state law. And the reason that's important is because of Prop 65. Prop 65 is a law that protects public health and safety by requiring businesses to provide warning about significant exposure to harmful chemicals that can cause cancer or reproductive harm. And that's great, we love Prop 65. However, Prop 65 is more strict than federal guidelines. So, for heavy metals like lead, Prop 65 imposes a 1,000-fold safety factor below the level where no harmful effects are observed. So, to simplify things, just because it exceeds Prop 65's level of acceptance, that doesn't mean there is a harmful amount in the dose. And this makes a lot of sense when you think about it, because plant-based proteins are naturally going to have a lot more heavy metals because heavy metals exist in soil. So the narrative that's being told here about lead being found in protein powders isn't as scary as it may initially seem. However, that doesn't mean you should not be careful, because the FDA does not regulate dietary supplements in the US. So basically, a company can claim their product does anything and there are no regulatory boundaries before the product goes on market. Some companies do rigorous testing themselves, but a lot of companies don't. And just because something says 100% natural doesn't mean it's 100% safe. So the moral here is that you're probably going to be fine, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be skeptical.